Yo, it's AyoChikiMoko here bringing you another Apex Legends video. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for joining me today and honoring the world with your presence. And if this is your first time on the channel, I wanted to say thank you and I hope you come back again so I can help you have a better understanding of all the stats for every weapon in the Apex Legends arena. And you already know how to do that, so let's get into what you came here to see. Today I'm going to be breaking down the stats for the R-301, the weapon that no one will contest as the best weapon for not only beginners, but is still a viable choice for those more advanced legends out there due to its easy to control recoil and its more than acceptable DPS. The R-301 since season 0 has always been one of the best balanced weapons of all Apex, which is evident from how the R-301 has so few tweaks since launch, and has been seen by the community as sort of a baseline for all weapons. But we'll see towards the end of the video when we talk about our boys Gibraltar and Caustic, why you want to prioritize kitting up your R-301 to deal with our Fortified legend mains out there. Before this gun breakdown, we're going to start with our base damage for the R-301, and what we see is that we get the lowest damage out of all the assault rifles, with each shot to the body hitting for 14, 11 to the legs, and a 2 times multiplier for shots to the head, giving us a damage of 28. Then for our R-301, we have the third fastest fire rate out of all the fully automatic weapons with a fire rate of 13 shots per second. So taking our fire rate of 13 shots per second into account, we see that it will take you 1.33 seconds to burn through all 18 shots. Even though the R-301 has one of the higher fire rates, it's the R-301's damage that holds the R-301 back. So with a fire rate of 13 shots per second and a damage of 14, we get DPS of 182. Taking all this into consideration, we get a time to kill of 0.60 seconds for 100 damage, 0.68 seconds for 125, 0.82 seconds for 150 damage, 1 second on the dot for 175 damage, 1.1 seconds for 200, and for 225 damage we see it will take a total of 1.23 seconds to down someone. Now beginning to take a deeper look at the R-301, we're going to first take a look at how many shots it takes to down someone, and then we're going to see exactly how much of your magazine you're allowed to miss before you have to reload. And with the R-301's low recoil, you better be taking full advantage, because if you don't, well, we'll see when we get there. So for our shots to kill, we see for 100 damage, it will take 8 shots. For 125, you will need 9. For 150, you'll need 11. For 175, you'll need 13. For 200, it'll take 15 shots. And it'll take a total of 17 shots for 225 damage. Now looking at how much of your magazine you can miss with the base R-301, this is the part that I mentioned earlier that we will really want to focus on, due to how precise you're going to have to be with the R-301 if you don't find an extended mag. We see we can miss 10 shots for 100 damage. Then for 125, we can miss 9 shots. For 150 damage, you can miss 7 shots. For 175, you can miss 5. For 200, you can miss 3 shots. For 225 damage, you can only miss 1 shot. And that's really cutting it close, but just wait until we get into the stats for our Fortified boys, Gibraltar and Caustic. That's when we'll see that 15% damage reduction really take a toll on the R-301. But for now, we're going to look at the recoil for the R-301. And what we see for the first 8 shots, it's mainly horizontal recoil, and then for the last 10, it makes it backwards C. First kicking to the right and then coming back to the center. Then for the hip fire for the R-301, we have a couple we can compare it to. But what we end up seeing is that the R-301 has the largest hip fire out of all 3 weapons that have the same hip fire spread. For the base R-301, we have a total of 18 shots and a potential of dealing 252 damage. Now jumping to our final base handling stats for the R-301, we're now going to begin to see why the R-301 feels so reliable, especially when we get into the attachments. But for now, we're going to see for the base R-301, we have an aim down sight time of 0.24 seconds. Then looking at our draw times, we actually have 2 different times. We have a put away time and a takeout time. And if you want a deeper analysis of the put away time and the takeout time, my little friend over here in the right corner will point you in the direction of my last video breaking down the Spitfire. I'll go into deeper detail of why these times can make a significant difference in how you choose to use that weapon, especially in the case for the Spitfire. And I'll be sure to link those in the description below and at the end of the video if you want to go ahead and finish this breakdown first. So for our put away time, you see it will take you 0.55 seconds to put away the R-301, and then for our takeout time, you see it will take you 0.30 seconds. Then for our reload time, you see we get a base speed of 2.38 seconds on an empty magazine, and then for our tactical reload, we see we get a time of 0.16 seconds. And with our R-301, along with all assault rifles, we get a 50% reduction to our movement speed. And with that, we finished covering the base stats for the R-301. Now it's time to take a look at the attachments that can really make the R-301 a laser even at those longer ranges. Starting with our extended mags, we see we go from the base magazine of 18 to 20 with a level 1. With a level 2, we see we get 25 shots, and then finally for a level 3 extended mag we get a total of 28 shots. Then for damage we see we get a potential of dealing 280 damage for a level 1, then 350 damage for a level 2, and finally we get a potential damage of 392 for a level 3. And with our extended mags, I will usually cover the reload times due to extended mags having the passive ability to improve reload times. So for a level 1 extended mag, we see we actually have no difference in our reload speed, so we get a time of 2.38 seconds on an empty clip, and for a tactical reload we get a time of 1.6 seconds for a level 1. Then for a level 2 extended mag, this is where we see a change. For an empty clip we see we get 2.28 seconds, and then for a tactical reload we see it will take you 1.55 seconds, and then for a level 3 extended mag, this is where we see the biggest difference, with our reload speed being 2.14 seconds, and then our tactical reload of 1.44 seconds. So with this information, we obviously see we want to get a purple mag as soon as possible in the R-301, so you can really feel that reload time improvement. But honestly, you'll want to prioritize any light extended mag onto the R-301, except for maybe the R-99. But if you're deciding to run the R-99, I wouldn't run the R-301 due to how quickly the R-99 burns through light ammo. But with the R-301, we see it needs an extended mag over any of the other light assault weapons as of season 5, due to the damage and the shots to kill for the base R-301 leaving you so little room for error. You really need any extra shots you can get. But now I'm going to show you guys the difference in recoils when you attach a barrel mod onto the R-301. And what we see from the base R-301 to a level 1 barrel mod, we see a difference there, but then for a level 2 compared to a level 1 barrel mod, we actually don't see that much of a difference, but for a level 3 we see the biggest difference. But with such little horizontal and vertical recoil, this would make it an ideal choice for anyone having trouble controlling the recoil and need a weapon for those mid to long range fights, with or without a barrel mod. And now we're going to look at the stock that changes quite a few different handling stats, starting with what the stock says it improves, and that's the idle sway. And I see a bit of a difference, and that purple stock would definitely help you at those longer ranges, but what you'll actually want the purple stock for is for the draw times. Now moving on to what the stock improves but doesn't say it improves, and that's our aim down sight time. With a level 1 we get aim down sight time of 0.20 seconds, and then for a level 2 we actually don't see a difference here, we still get a time of 0.20 seconds, but then for a level 3 we see we get a time of 0.18 seconds for our aim down sight time. And now looking at our draw times, for a level 1 stock we see we get a put away time of 0.42 seconds, and then for our takeout time we get 0.26 seconds, taking 0.12 seconds off the put away time right away. Then with level 2 we get a put away time of 0.40 seconds and a takeout time of 0.24 seconds. And then for a level 3 stock we see we get a put away time of 0.38 seconds, and then for our takeout time we see we get 0.22 seconds, where we see the purple stock taking off 0.17 seconds off the put away time and only 0.08 seconds off our takeout time, showing us that the stock mainly focuses on our put away time over our takeout time, compared to the Spitfire that the stock attachment actually takes off 0.10 seconds on the takeout time, telling us that we should actually be using that weapon more as a secondary rather than the primary. And with that we cover all the stats for the R-301 attachments and all. But now we're going to move on to what makes Apex Legends so unique, and that's how they have their legends being classed in different roles in a battle royale, and how that changes how you approach different legends with the same weapon. But real quick, if you have enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It lets me know you guys are enjoying these in-depth breakdowns. Leave a comment down below of what weapon you guys want me to do next. And with the new town takeover and the Lost Treasures event bringing so many different changes, if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any updates that could be coming to your main legend, be sure to click on that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so I can keep you informed about everything Apex Legends related. Oh, and with this new event, I'm also going to be dropping a new series involving in-depth looks at the legends. And if you guys have a particular legend you guys want me to do first, I'm going to have a poll up in the right hand corner with my lovely assistants pointing, where you can cast your vote for what legend I do first. But with that, let's finish out this video, and we're going to start off with our low profile legend. This includes Wraith, Pathfinder, Lifeline, and Watson. For our damage for our low profile legends, we see that we get damage of 15 to the body and the legs, and then for our shots to the head we see we get damage of 29. Factoring that into our DPS, we get a new DPS of 195 against low profile legends. Then for our shots to kill, we see for 100 damage it will take 7 shots, for 125 you'll need to hit 9, for 150 you'll need to hit 11, for 175 you'll need to hit 12, 200 you'll need 14, and for 225 damage it will take you 16 shots, just giving us a bit more room to breathe for our shots that we can miss with the base R-301. But now getting into the stats for the R-301 against our thick boys Gibraltar and Caustic, this is where you won't even be able to down a Gibraltar or Caustic with the R-301 without having to reload if they have a red Evo shield, due to how our damage drops all the way down to 12 to the body, 9 to the legs, and 23 to the head. And with our damage with the R-301 already being a bit of an issue, we see factoring our 12 damage into our DPS, we see we get a new DPS of 156. And then for shots to kill, we see that for 100 damage it will take 9 shots, for 125 it will take 11, for 150 it will take 13, for 175 it will take 15 shots, for 200 damage it will take 17 shots, and finally for 225 damage it will take a total of 19 shots to sit down Gibraltar or Caustic. And with the base R-301 only having 18 shots in the clip, if you somehow don't come across a level 1 extended mag, you will not be able to down a Gibby without having to reload. And that's not even including Gibraltar's gun shield. If we were to factor that into our shots to kill, we see we will need to add 4 shots to break through the shield, each hitting for a normal damage of 14. So you will need a blue extended mag just to down Gibraltar without having to reload. And that concludes our breakdown of the R-301. My final thoughts: the R-301 is an amazing weapon, and I've always found myself falling back on it since season 0. If I felt as though I was having a rough day trying to hit my shots and we were coming up on the last squad or two, and I need to make sure that I was able to clutch up without having to be too worried about my recoil, the R-301 was and is just a great reliable weapon. But hey, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to click right over here in the corner where my dope little assistant's pointing, so I can take you to my gun breakdown series where I have more videos just like this one covering all the weapons in the Apex Legend arena that I've covered so far. And be sure to click on that Spitfire video if you want to hear more details about draw times. And don't forget, if you want to be a true legend, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below of what weapon you want me to do next. But with that, be sure to be the best you can be, and I'll see you in the next one.